Hello, welcome to S7FX. So let's start our analysis. Let me just open my report that I can keep an eye on all the four pairs which I created. Hello, welcome to S7FX. Let's- So we are getting some sort of move right now. And you can see it on my MT4 that every you know, gold is trying to push the market down. Let's make our analysis. DJ weekly low has been broken by the GJ. Below weekly close, we are approaching. Yeah, hello, Parameshwar. We are approaching this close. Audio not good. Is it slow or what? What is happening with the audio? Lot of echo. Okay. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Can anyone confirm? I don't know what happened because I have not done any changes in the setting. I finished yesterday live stream and then I just opened my computer right now. I have not done any. Audio is fine for me. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, give me give me the feedback again. I have just started my AC. Okay, okay. Now can you again give me the feedback because I have just started the AC. I wanted to know whether it's because of AC or okay now. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay. Sometimes when you start your PC, then take sometimes audio is fine with the AC on. Okay, okay. Sometimes when you open your PC, then it takes some time to adjust. I'm using an app for noise cancellation. It's a GeForce. I don't know the name, exact name. It's a graphics card inbuilt app which I use to just filter out noise, background noise. So because of that, it might be because of that it is taking some time to adjust. When I open the OBS. Hello, Simon. I am happy that you guys are getting some information from these videos. It's my pleasure that you are watching my stream. I will just refine it again because I'm getting a lot of resistance at this area. This is a big resistance. To ask that this is a daily sort of resistance, okay, and then we are having this sort of resistance. So we are getting lots of resistance at this area. This is not good area to sell. We process, look at 1 hour. There are lots of resistance. We are having some sort of resistance at this area also. Good, good. Right now, GJ is at a good zone. If we get a nice bearish candle like this, then we can think of a sell. No, why? Because see, we are having this sort of resistance at this area. But once it breaks this resistance with nice bearish candle, then there is a high chance that once it breaks this zone, then there is a high chance that it will come to this zone only to test this area. We are having a clear, you can say we are having a clear impulse, clear area from here to here. Yes, once it will give a nice break, but if it does not give a nice break, because here you can see there are lots of traffic. So if we don't get any nice break to this zone, then we are having some issue. We will not take any trade. Wait here. This is the journaling which I do after I finish my trading on daily basis. So US 30 should be cautious, because uh, we are having a gap down. And whenever we get any gap down, we generally see some sort of gap fulfilling. So we should be very cautious in these sort of areas. And at this area, we are also having some sort of big exact at the price we are currently at. We are having some sort of big. We will be cautious at these areas because so many times what happens if you can see so many times we can get some sort of resistance at these areas. These areas works as strong resistance. You can see, look at how it how beautifully it closed at this area. You will be cautious not to take any trade, or if you will take any trade, then we want to see a nice 3-minute candle to break the zone. In these areas, I don't want to see any small candle breaks the zone. Here, I like to see some nice bearish candle break the zone or nice bullish rejection. If you look at daily, you can see that how beautifully it, the price is rejecting from this area. See, I marked this zone on weekly. I did not see this on daily, but if you look at daily, see how it rejected. See how market just closed above it, and see how it shoot up. Then again, market almost came to this area this week. See again, touched this week. See again, closed at this area and almost rejected from the area. See this candle, almost. So these are the signs that if the market is at this area, then it can do two things. Either it will just uh, give us a big continuation, or it may just give us a big reversal. So if you are at if you are trading and if you are at these areas, so be extra cautious. Don't try to jump on a weak break. Sometimes what happens, you just get a break, but the candle is not sufficient to justify that zone. The strength of that zone is much higher than the strength of momentum of that candle. So uh, you have to like the break must be proportionate to the strength of the zone, and this thing comes with experience. This is not something which anybody can teach you. It will come with experience. Like when you see this sort of break, then that is a good break of this sort of zone. If you get this sort of break, then that is not a good break. If you have approached this zone, this sort of zone, which you know that this is, see, I have small signals. Like, see, in this zone, I have a blue outer line, you can see. And in my normal zones, I try to draw just without any border. I don't try to make any border. So this is my 15-minute or a normal zone. But if I draw a zone with a lining, outer line, like any blue or black lining, it means that that is some sort of strength, some sort of a strong zone. So I need to strong bullish or bearish candle to break that sort of zone. If we get a nice bearish candle, then we can think of taking any entry. Gold is making some move. Gold, we have to. Gold is making some move. You can see how gold completely just gave gap up and then just come down and fill its entire gap. And it has also engulfed the previous week candle. It usually happens when market try to continue its move to the downside, because it give a gap up. Okay, see, from previous week market closed at this area. Okay, and then when the market opened, it opened at this area and came down. And no, it's not gorilla strategy, bro. I will stop trading gorilla, and then it came down all the way down. I have stopped trading gorilla. I will talk it about. I will talk about it. I have talked it a lot. On every stream I do talk. Somebody asked me why I stopped trading gorilla, and I do give reply. Just give me some time. I'm just doing my analysis. Maybe I will talk about it. You can watch my previous streams also. There also, I have to make a good video about it. Why I stopped trading gorilla. I was not getting good results with my prop firm. My prop firm challenges, or like I was not. The result was very inconsistent. I don't I don't want that I need every month is like 20% or 15%. But I need at least a consistency of like 5%. But in Gorilla, it was very difficult to get a consistent result. And inconsistency means, I'm not talking about monthly basis. Inconsistency means like you can get a 20% in a month, but you can get that 20% in a month in the last day of your trading. You could get a 5% trade on the 30th day. Let's suppose you take a challenge. On there is a high chance that you can get a 10% trade on the 30th day of your challenge. Would you like to wait for that 30th day to pass the challenge. To take a trade on the 30th day of your challenge. No, absolutely not. So this is the inconsistency which I am talking about. Monthly, it doesn't matter in the end of the month you made a 10%. Okay. But the entire 29 day you made nothing. You are at break even. Or on 30th day you made 10%. Would you say that I'm consistent? No, because if you take any challenge, you just get 30 day. And in 30 day you have to make you have to make 8%. So it is some sort of my break and retest strategy which I have developed by my own. This is my own strategy. I have not learned it from anywhere. I joined many courses. I will not tell you a lie. I joined many courses, but I was not satisfied with their thinking or with their strategies. So many YouTubers have left that strategy. I just I did not make any strategy, but I did not made any video on it. But I have a Telegram group, and I already said on January only that I'm not liking that strategy anymore. I had made my mind on January that I'm going to uh, find something different from the gorilla because it was getting very difficult for me to continue. Uh, very difficult for me to be consistent with that strategy. Many people have left that is sort of a strategy. And it doesn't matter whether you are a one you have a 1.5 year of experience in Gorilla or you have a 5 year experience in Gorilla. The trades will totally be the same. You will not see any improvement in your skill once you master, like once you learn the Gorilla, then there is a like limit on your skill. You will not be getting any improvement in your skill. How much will Joshua make? You will also make the same percentage. There will not be any improvement with your skill. And trading is something which you can improve every month, year by year, every month. You would see some sort of improvement. Guerrilla, what I observed after trading like 1.5 year guerrilla strategy, what I observed that my 90% of trades were similar to Joshua. But again, and after certain period of time, I stopped seeing any. I was not able to see any difference in my skill. But here we are at the low of the yesterday, so we'll be cautious before taking any entry right now. If it breaks this zone, we will be definitely looking for this area. So that this is an area. That is why we are getting this sort of uh, rejection from this resistance. Will be cautious. Market is right now completely inside some sort of range. You can see GJ is also in range. US30 is also some sort of range. AJ is also in range. Gold is having some sort of move, but again, a bunch just a one candle move, and then again, market is not seeing any sort of move. So we will wait patiently in this sort of market condition. We learn how to be patient. AJ is making some move to the upside, but again, see, if you look at all these three candles, look at the height of these candles, and if it just barely break this zone and give me a small candle like this, so it clearly shows that it's not showing any strength, that it will continue its move to the upside. And if you if you have watched me from the beginning, so you know that I like just take the entry and in the same or on the next candle I really get my take profit. So if I get entry in this sort of candle, so it will become very difficult for me to just enter and exit from the market. You have to keep momentum thing in your mind. Sometimes I don't say it, but subconsciously these things keeps in my mind for taking any entry. Let's suppose I'm saying that I don't want to take the entry, but you will see that I just 2 minutes ago I'm saying that I don't want to take the entry. Okay, and just 2 minutes after you will see that I'm just opening the chart and taking the entry. But because I don't say that I'm seeing the momentum. In subconscious, it just triggered that, oh, my eyes are seeing the momentum, my subconscious is acting. That is why before saying anything, my hands just start uh, like, you know, just involuntary action. It is not something which I say like which which is on which I am having the control. Let's suppose here I am saying that I don't want to see, I don't want to take the entry. But let's suppose I see a nice momentum, then I may take the entry. Is there any news or something? Because I'm seeing some sort of volatility. Yes, so we are having a PPI. Just by seeing a small volatility, I just uh, guess that there is some sort of high impact news. And this red folder shows there is a news, high impact news. Bureau of Labor Statistics and in the price of finished goods and service sold by producers. If I get a nice close on US 30, I would like to take that because see it breaks this zone. It rejected from a higher zone, so and it also break the hour candle. So I would like to take the entry if it closes bullish. AJ, it broke the zone. This candle broke the zone, but again, this was not the candle on which I would like to take my sort of trade. US 30, if you see that it's also making some sort of double bottom. That's now this is the candle which I was talking about, the momentum. On this candle, you can see the momentum. Look at the height of this candle. It's almost it is almost 65 pips. Okay. And if you compare the height of all these candles, this is much bigger. If I get a bullish close, then I would like to take the entry. Exit will be somewhere at around this area. If it will close it well above at somewhere at around this area, then my entry exit will be somewhere at around this area. It's completely inside the range right now. AJ is not giving us that much of confidence. Broken, giving us a week. But still, we are having 8 minute to close, so it can go up and give us a bullish close. But again, I don't want to take any entry right now because you can see that we are having a strength big zone at this area. Be cautious. What I would like to see, I would like to see a rejection from like this, from this 4 hour low. That would be a high probability trade. If I get a nice rejection candle like this, then I would like to take an entry at around this area. Stop loss will be here, and my take profit will be somewhere at around this area. US 30 making us, giving us a nice opportunity. If it closes something like this, then that will be a high probability trade. See, let's suppose I get this sort of a candle in AJ, then I would definitely take the entry. But after this sort of candle, it is not giving us. No, it is this the height of this candle is smaller than the height of the this range candle. That is why I did not take any entry after the break of this candle. It's very important, if you are in a this sort of trend, and if you want to get a buy, then the break must be justifiable. The break must show some strength that okay, I want to go up. Because we just look at this, then can understand that how bearish we are right now. In this sort of condition, if you take any buy, then that would not be a good idea. AJ is making some move. If it breaks up and closes somewhere at around this area, then I would like to take an entry in 3J. Exit will be somewhere at around this area. I wanted to see this sort of candle at this area. Take an entry. Just 3 minutes, I will be looking for an entry in US 30 if it closes like this. AJ is also making some nice momentum. this sort of kind I wanted to see at this area. Okay, that is in 2 minutes I will be looking at AJ as it is approaching to this zones, so I will be pretty cautious. And if I see this bearish trend, then I'm also pretty cautious because there we are having some sort of resistance at this area, and we are also having a strong resistance at this area. Okay, here I will be cautious before taking an entry right now. Near 30, I am good to go because it rejected from this higher zone, okay, and it broke this 15-minute resistance. We are having a double bottom. If you know some pattern, then this is some sort of head and shoulder pattern also. They are having lots of confluences. Take this entry. Don't see the pattern, but something is in front of your screen, then AJ and the US 30 showing some correlation. Get the candle close, and I would like to place an entry in US 30. Just placed an entry in, in US 30. Gold is looking quite good. I'm just trying to see how. I'm not taking any entry right now. I'm just trying to see. Let's suppose I take an entry. So where will be my stop loss and where will be my target? I'm just looking for it. It's tempting me a lot. If let's suppose this candle closes somewhere at around this area, then that will be a very hyper trade because I have seen this. You know, see, if you guys see this chart, then you will say that why I am saying this. This is a very hyper trade for me. If this candle comes up and closes somewhere at around this area, because whenever you see this sort of move and a sudden candle comes down and then goes up and closes somewhere at around this area, this wick, what it does, it grabs all the liquidity which is placed somewhere below all these white candles, okay, and then just retraces all the way back up and closes somewhere at around this area, and which is telling me a story that it has already tried to push the market down, but the buyers are but the buyers have more power, and that is why it went all the way up and closes somewhere at around this area. So if a market opens and goes at this area, then there's a high chance it will continue its move further to the upside. You know, this is the logic behind. If a candle closes somewhere at around this area, then that becomes a high probability trade. I will keep an eye on it. I'm not placing any order right now. I will be just waiting for at least close. It tempts, but if we have a plan that you want to take entry after the close, then wait for the close. Look at US 30, and this is the reason why I always use a pending order. You know, came all the way down. There it might do that. What is happening with AJ? It might it might happen that it came down, test this area, and then just rejected when it goes all the way up. This might happen. Come down and give us a rejection from this area. And if it goes up and closes somewhere at around this area, then that will be a hyper trade, which something like this. We are having a two eligible candidates for our entry. No problem, no problem. See, always believe in yourself. Let's suppose I am taking an entry, and if you don't like it, don't take it. There is no need to just and let's suppose I get wrong on in this entry. So your confidence will build up, and I will learn something. So there is nothing to be worry about. If you don't like some of my entries, just don't take it. But what could happen? Only the two things. There only be two outcome. One, I might be right. So if I am right, then from the next time, if I will getting the same sort of entry, then you can look for it. And if I am wrong, then your confidence will definitely boost up, and I will try to improve this entry, or I will try to learn something from this entry. You know, just closes bearish. Then I also don't want to be in that sort of. I want to take the entry if it closes somewhere at around this area. Then I would like to take this sort of. Otherwise, there is no need to take it. And one more thing is also that we are having some sort of resistance at this area. That is also, but again, let's wait and see how the present candle closes. So look at right now, GJ in range is just stop. Daily candle gold is very bearish. US 30 it just completely retraced all the way back down. So it is not a good idea to take any buyer right now. Just close out. I'm just closing our previous order, previous pending order. Just close my pending order. Gold also just I was expecting a bearish. I was expecting to take an entry if it closed bearish, but did not close bearish, so I don't want to take any order any gold also. I will be just waiting patiently. AJ, we are approaching a difficult zone. See, this is a difficult zone. We are we have approached at this area, so I don't want to take any. If we get a nice bearish bullish close at around this area, then I could think of taking this entry. But before at this point, we are not looking for any entry. Candle closes bullish, we would like to take the entry. If it comes all the way up and closes somewhere at around this area, then that would be a good entry because what it's telling us that this black candle was just a retest. This is some sort of pattern like this. Uh, This will be the pattern. This black candle is showing this retest from this zone, and then white candle. If we get any bullish white candle, then that will be our continuation candle. So we will definitely take the entry. Metro, you are from Punjab or from Mumbai? Where are you from? I think Parmeshwar is offline. I just asked that where are you from? You are on the online. I just asked like you are from Delhi or sorry, you are from Punjab or from Mumbai? I'm guessing. What Maharashtra? Okay, okay. Maharashtra, Mumbai. I guessed that you must be from Maharashtra. Yeah, yeah. I have heard Aurangabad district. So many traders from Maharashtra. Lots of stock traders. I guess because your title was Kohli. Kohli. There is a YouTuber named Prajakta Kohli. So he's also from Maharashtra. So that's why I guess that he must be also from Maharashtra. Or like Punjabi also use Kohli. Guess that you must be from Maharashtra or from Punjab. Currently market is very slow. I'm just I must open it right here so that it's become very boring to see one chart. In my second screen, I used to open this on phone chart. seeing GJ, we are assuming that GJ is doing something. We can expect a break like this. I am saying this because if you know the pattern, then this is forming some sort of black pattern. Yeah, my expectation is break to the downside, forming some sort of pattern. Some break. That break might get this break early, or it may take some time to just fulfill this pattern and then continue to the downside. One entry can be taken from different strategies. For us, it's a break and like for us, it's a break and continuation pattern. For pattern trader, it's a flag pattern trading. The candle after this candle will decide where they want you to go. You're just rejecting from 618. From here it is. Uh, there are lots of good traders from Maharashtra. I know one or two of them. They are very good traders. One trader is Amol Thambe. I learned a stock market from him, and he makes good profit. It's just there is nothing to learn from him when I'm doing forex market, but I saw his channel time to time. Because it motivates me, because trading is some sort of business when you are not consistent, or when you are not getting any strategy, or when you lose some confidence. Then if you watch some sort of videos from others that who is making money by from doing trading, then it motivates that if somebody is making money, then I can also make money. He's also from Maharashtra. This guy, and I learned top trading from him. He's an intraday trader. He do live trading. You can see 1 hour, 1.5 hour. He make live trading. He do live trading. You can see he also makes a good profit. 30,000 profit. Heruben, 1 lakh profit, 13K profit, 25K profit, 25K profit, 50K profit, 1 lakh profit. He also provide copy trading where he takes the like charges some fees and he will be see copy trading. So he charges some fees and he copy his trade on his client's account. That is also a good idea. Copy trading. It's like Raja Banks. So, yeah, you can say, but it is. Uh, I don't know his strategy, but I've seen drawing like support and resistance on 4 hours, and he take entry on 30 minutes. I watched his streams, like not the complete stream, but I have watched. I used to watch his streams also because of the transparency he shows. It doesn't matter like how much profits you make. If you are transparent, then this is the best thing in trading. No matter how much profit you show in trading view, just using this trading tool, I can stretch it here and I can give this just this. I made. What is the point of just doing this? If you want to show something, then show your empty port. It motivates the person, and that is why I like Raza Bank. That is why I admire him. He do take live trades, because see, live taking live trade is really difficult. Believe me, if you take live trade personally, also in your room, in without anyone is not seeing you, and you are taking any trade, believe me, your heart rate increase. And if you are taking trade live, where like so many people are watching you, then it becomes like a lot more pressure. Yes, yes, absolutely, yes, yes, Parmeshwar, you are right. Stocks are very different. In the beginning of 2019, I no, I don't watch Raja Bank live stream. I do my live stream at that time uh, when he do his live stream. US 30 is making some move. This is the thing I was talking earlier. See, look at the momentum in this white candle, and look at the size of this black candle. This is the thing which I did not wanted to see. If you want to take any trade, then I want to see this sort of nice bullish candle. look at the US 30, it's giving us, see, the thing which I talked, like forming a double bottom, went up, retest, and now swing. Now it has give us some continuation. But again, no matter how good your strategy is, always follow a plan. And my plan is to take that entry when it will go up and closes near this. At least if it does not break uh, this 1 hour candle, I would like to see a bullish close. Then I will place a pending order somewhere at around this area. I have not learned this strategy from any mentor, believe me. This is the truth. I have not learned it from any mentor. SMC, I think it's not made for prop firms. SMC is not made for prop firms trading. If somebody says that he's making consistent gain from SMC in prop firms, then ask him to show his or her result, not on trading view. 94. See, losing a challenge or not passing a challenge is not a problem. No, it can happen with anybody. Anybody can lose a challenge. Anybody can lose a funded account. But the problem is that with Gorilla, you can easily lose a challenge. You can uh, lose a funded account. Because we know the Gorilla strategy uh, is of that kind of a strategy where sometimes you can get bigger drawdowns. Okay, so we can expect that thing from Gorilla. But if somebody tells you that he is taking a 1:10 R trade in his each trade, or he's taking 1:15 hour trade, or let's suppose 1:5 hour trade, okay, and he says that he risks just 0.2%, okay, and he makes around 10% in a month, and still he loses his account. Can you believe it? Can you do any permutation combination and just show me how a person can lose his account if he is making 1:10, 1:15, or 1:5 by just risking 0.2%? try to use all your permutation and combination, and just give me just think about it. I've just drawn all the I have just written all the permutation, all the components, and try to just see if you risk 0.5%. So it will become very difficult for GT to pass any challenge. If you risk 0.5% and try to pass a challenge with GT, risking 0.5%, it will become very difficult. Because GT average. So it is also very difficult. Losing 20 trades in a row is something is totally unimaginable. Lose your 20 trades in a row. After challenge also it is very difficult to lose 20 trades in a row. But let's suppose like you are trading with GT and you do some mistakes and you might lose your account. But with SMC, I don't see any reason to say that. Let us swing some moves, open our eyes. We are seeing some momentum. This 30, I don't want to take any entry. You can see we are having approaching this resistance zone. Sorry, in AJ, in US 30, it's giving me some. It is giving me some hope. If it will breaks this low and closes somewhere at around this area, then that will be a good entry. Removing this. I'm just removing this zone right now. Okay. Because these two ranges, there is no need to mark that zone. Because these two ranges will be enough to guide us. So it's a 7 p.m. candle. See, Ruben, if you ask from me, I have traded a gorilla, like I have traded it on my live account for like 6 months, GTA strategy. And what I observed that it is very difficult to lose your account from like trading just a GTA strategy. If you know the GTA strategy very well, it is very difficult to like lose like 12 trade in a row or 10 trade in a row. It is very difficult. You will definitely get one or two trades where you will make your account break even. But I have observed from my experience, but yes, it will take a lot of time to pass any challenge. When it is very difficult to get a 1 million funding from GT strategy itself. That is the problem with GT. If you have your own capital, then you may make 3 or 4 or more than 3 or 4. I would say like you can easily make 7% consistent if you have your own capital. But it is very difficult because trust me, if you know the GTA strategy very well, if you are God with GTA strategy, then also you will take at least 3 months to pass any challenge with GTA. If you are lucky, very lucky, then you may pass it in the first month itself. Okay. Like I just passed my like challenge 50K challenge in the first month itself. Okay, I have uploaded that video also on the channel. But after that, I realized that it was very difficult for me to trade GTA strategy. And what I observed that it is very difficult to pass the challenge from the GT also. Because my plan was to just trade two first 2 weeks, and the rest 2 weeks just recover the account if you are in a drawdown. So what I observed, the most of the time I used to be in a drawdown in the first 2 weeks. Most of the time, like 3 or 4 months, I saw that I used to be in the drawdown. Or let's suppose I am not in the drawdown in the first 2 weeks, and let's suppose so those weeks are very less. I used to. So it was getting very difficult. There are lots of complications. I'm not saying that you cannot make a 3% or 4% consistent income with GT. The problem is that you will not be able to pass the challenge proficient in a proficient way with GT. This is the problem. If your goal is 10 million, then if you know the GT very well, then also it will take you like minimum 2 to 3 years with the GTA strategy. And to learn GTA strategy, I would say if you do a hard work like I did, it will take somewhere around 1 year or 1.5 year to learn the master the GTA strategy. And from here, you will need at least 2 to 3 years to get a 1 million funding or more if you are lucky enough to get a 2 or 3 million funding. Like, sorry, a 1 million funding. Because there are certain months where your account will be negative. There are certain months where you will get only 2%. And believe me, back testing is completely different when you do the live trading. If you will do a live trading, don't compare your result with back testing. It is completely different. If gold comes down and closes somewhere at around this area, then I would like to take an entry. If it comes down and closes at around this area, I would like to take an entry till this area. US 30 closes at around this area somewhere. Then I would like to take an entry, and my exit will be somewhere at around this area or somewhere at around this area. If you guys hear any background noise, you may let me know. I have just opened my balcony door. Children are playing outside, so you may get some noise. Now we are up. Kids are giving us some opportunity. In the 4 minutes, I may expect some sort of one trade. I may expect one trade after the close of Gent candle in GJ. If it closes bearish, then I would like to take the entry. It will be somewhere at around. Yes, Razaban, I admire that guy. I don't know his strategy, believe me. I have seen that, like, he trades support and resistance also, and he trade on 30-minute candle. Okay, so I know this much of only. But the thing which what fascinates me there, that he take trade live, and that is something which is very rare to find in this industry. How to source his PNL and before statement. These are very rare things in this industry, and these are very important things. If you want to learn from anybody, then that guy must be transparent. So here I would like to take an entry because I was expecting this break. See, if you are a black pattern trader, for them also, this is a nice and this will be a nice entry. And for a breakout trader like us, this is also a nice entry. So let's wait. Yes, that was also the reason. No matter how much time I had spent from GT, every trade was like whether I should take it or not. Some of them was very like some of their trades were like just one just take look at it and take it. But others were like, should I take it or not? Should I wait or should I take it? This sort of like after spending that much of time. Because I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter whether you have 5 year experience or Whether you have a 2 year experience, you will take the same trades. After certain of period of time, you will take the same trade. Just like 10 or 5% difference. 90%, 95% of the time, you are on the same boat. PJ is giving us a nice momentum. AJ is also showing some bearishness. AJ is also some bearish move. 34 seconds to go. We have to decide on which. See, if see GJ and AJ both are showing some correlation, but I want to see if you get this sort of thing where two trades are showing correlation like GJ and AJ. So don't try to take both the trades. Let's suppose it reverses. Let's suppose it reverses, so it will become very difficult for you. If it reverses from here, then it will be very difficult. It has just opened. So let us mark our steps and everything. Somewhere at around this area. The perfect entry will be somewhere at around this area. I've just placed an entry. Sorry, that entry might be a wrong one. So just delete it. Oh, has not been placed. Okay, now it's okay. Sell stop. I have uh, I have placed an entry. May improve it a little bit. It comes down. I may expect a continuation of the move. Let me just close it and again improve it because let me just close it and again I'm moving it a little bit and placing it at around this area only. If it comes down, if it wants to continue its move to the down, it will continue from here only. Placed an entry right here, hide the lines, and in US 30 also I was seeing some sort of entry. This is not the thing. See, US 30. AJ is also saying retracement. Let's see gold. Gold is in range. US 30 is see completely retraced all the way back up. Why it is showing sort of volatility at this area? Because I had marked a higher time frame resistance at this area. No, this is the reason why it is showing this much. So after getting this type of break, it just retraced all the way back up, which is not a good thing. Means that there is some sort of a higher resistance at this area, which I had marked. And this is the reason you should always place. This is the reason you should always place a pending order. Let's suppose if you after seeing this sort of bearish candle, you just place an entry at this area, would be a losing entry. Would have taken your stop loss. I have not, believe me, I have just backtested it for 2 months. Okay, and what I learned from Gorilla that no matter how much you backtest a strategy, you will see its true potential on the live market. I backtest GT for like 6 months, 6 or 7 months before taking it on the live market. And what I saw that there was nothing like I have just wasted my time. So If you just backtest is like to just uh, do some improvement with your strategy, and that's it. Backtest is you will not okay. Right now I cannot can just let us place our take profit at the so can expect this that if the market comes down and breaks takes our entry, then we can expect the market to come at least at around this area. We can expect this much. It continued to the down. Entry has been triggered in GJ. Yes, this is this is absolutely correct that we don't get a lots of trades in GT every day. We have lots of time. We engage ourselves in something. DJ, I'm not seeing any problem. It is just showing some retracement, but again, I'm not seeing any problem to for GJ to calm down. If you look at the daily candle, so you can see how bearish the daily candle is. And I took the entry when this candle breaks the low of the previous candle. So this is a high probability trade still. We had a strong resistance, so it is showing some rejection from this area. But again, that is fine. This is a clean break. This candle is a clean break and close. So there is nothing to worry about. I will be in this trade. Let me just check. Are you talking about this zone? So this is the zone. Look at this area. Just wait for few minutes. Just wait for few minutes. But it is closing very bullish. So just wait for few minutes. Usually you don't see this sort of happening that you get this sort of bearish candle and it again goes all the way up. Usually you don't see, usually we don't see this sort of happening, but again, this is trading. Anything can happen. I want to reduce my risk in this trade right now. Okay. So what I will do, on 5 minute candle, I I am placing my stop loss just above it. Just above it. Let's suppose market goes all the way up. So I don't want to lose my entire 1%, because see, I am making how much I am making. I am making $64. Okay, let's suppose this trade goes well, and let's suppose it retraces all the way back up and closes somewhere at around this area. So how much I will just lose $64, which is 1:1. So that is fine. I'm okay with it. If it does not give me my take profit, then okay, I'm ready to lose just $64. How much I'm and that much I am willing to make if it continues in my direction. It's a fair deal. It traces from here and goes up and takes my stop loss, then that is fine. I am good with it. Yeah. If it comes down and hit my take profit, then that is also good. Because in my average trade, I make around $60, $50, $70. So if I'm losing, my focus is to just reduce my loss so that I don't lose my entire 1%. No, I am still in this trade because there are so many reasons. Because it breaks the 4 hour candle. This candle has just broken the 4 hour candle. Okay. Sorry. This candle has also broken the 1 hour candle. It also broke this zone. Okay, there is only one problem, that there is this zone, and that is why we saw this white rejection candle. But so that is why I am still in this trade. I am not placed my stop loss to break even. I can exit from this trade at around break even, but I am not exiting because uh, I'm feeling that this is a nice bearish candle. There is a high chance that it may continue its move to the downside. That is why I am not exiting my position from this trade. And I have also reduced my risk. Let's suppose it goes up and take my stop loss, then that is fine also. I'm not losing my entire 1%. And if it continues down and give my take profit, then that is also good. If you lose, see, if something happens, like if my luck is not on the line, and the candle just white candle goes up and take my stop loss, then I cannot do anything. This is just a part of trading. You can expect some sort of sometimes you can expect some unexpected thing happen with you, but that is fine. You have to make peace with it. But most of the time, try to just minimize your risk as much as you can. Try to just minimize it as much as you can. If it does not go in your favor, just try to minimize it. So here you can, if you will see my chart, I have just minimized my risk. I just bring my stop loss from here to here. And how much I am losing? I am just losing $64 if it goes up. If it comes down, how much I am losing? How much I am making? I am just making $64. Just fair trade. I'm just gold. If it closes like this, I will definitely take an entry in gold. If it closes like this, let me just give me a moment. I will be just back in 2 minutes. If it closes like this, you can see some selling in gold. Just give me a moment. We could look for selling at this area also in gold. We were we were focusing on our GJ entry, so that's why, because see, this black candle came down, almost break the 4 hour candle, and it was also forming, coming at the breaking some sort of zone. Break this low breaks this, all these two candles. So we could look for selling at around this area. But it was also a low of, I think, 1 hour candle. DJ is about to hit our take profit. It's about to just hit our take profit. So essentially, we will be waiting for it to calm down and give us our. So you can see it has just came down this area. So there's a high chance that it will come down and give us our take profit. Just wait, essentially. Here we can see some sort of retracement and then come down and give us our take profit. In US 30, we can also expect some sort of nice move to the downside. Because US 30, when the 7 p.m. candle closes and the next candle, what I have seen, GJ is about to hit my take profit. You can see it just came down and again it just did not hit my take profit just by spread. I don't know what happens with the spread when it comes to my take profit area. See, just by a spread, it did not come, it did not tag me in. This time it also came down, but has not taken me. Just okay. It has just hit my take profit. Nice. And now we are seeing. Now I'm looking for an entry in gold. Let me just. We are having some sort of. When did it break this low? No. Notice when it break this low. Check. Okay, I think this candle only has broken this low. Okay, okay. So I am expecting an entry in gold. Just there is some rejection area, so we will be cautious. TJ, it has just given us our take of it. How much you made, Akash? Akash used to do trading with me. At 0.5%. Or you made just only 0.5%. That is fine. That is also good. Should not I should not say why you made 0.5%. Because profit is profit. Whether it's 1.0.1 less doesn't matter. Profit is profit. And try to just take almost the same profit. Okay, so in gold, if it comes down and breaks this low, we can expect a move till this area. EJ is continuing its move. Now look at gold. Look the difference between MT4 and TradingView chart. We are having a large wick here in TradingView, and in MT4, see, you can expect continuation till this area. Check the daily time frames. 13 much. Also, also this just wait. Now we don't want to jump on it. Wait patiently. It come. It come down. Then yeah, because you can see we are having a wick at this area and the rejection wick. So we will not be. It's a good thing, no? I'm not losing a single trade from last week, so it's a good thing. So yeah, US 30, I'm expecting a move low, which like I told you guys that I was expecting a move to the low side. So good. So no matter how much winners you are getting, you will definitely get you will definitely get losses also. You will definitely get. So don't get overconfidence. Don't get overconfident. It doesn't matter how much winners. Every time this is the truth. Believe me, I'm telling you the truth. Daily when one like daily when I preparing myself to come in to start my live stream, I have I make my mind that I might get a loss today. I might get a loss today. Believe me, daily. Today also, I before started my stream, one thing just uh, like it just I just recalled myself that I might get a loss today. I don't get a loss, then that is fine. This is the market who is humble with me. But any day I can get a loss. Any day. It doesn't matter. I am not getting any loss from last 5 days. I can get any loss. I can get lost in any day. I just prepared myself, I could increase my risk, because I'm getting if you look at my journal, so you'll see will just amazed like how much how much consecutive winners I have. See, this was a Monday trade. Okay, after this three losses, you can see just a one loss at on this gold, and after that, I have not lost even a single trade. Today also a winner. So, but I would like to tell you that don't fall on a pseudo confidence that if I'm not losing, it means that I will not never lose. Believe me, when I sleep, when I go to sleep, this thought comes in my mind that I may get a loss yesterday to tomorrow. I may get a loss tomorrow. This thing comes in my mind. I'm not getting a loss is okay, but we get a loss. And that is why when when you have that fear that you may get a loss any day, it will help you to just not take any random trade or just not lose your don't deviate from your plan. You must have this fear in your mind that you may get lost any day. It will not let you deviate from your money management, or it will not let you deviate from your trading plan. I don't let my guard down. See, I waited for at least 2.5 hours to just take one trade. Many times, what happens with people that if they are getting lots of winners, then they will start taking any trade. Let's see, this white candle is a bullish candle, they will place an entry at this area. Because this black candle breaks this zone, they will place an entry at this area. They will just jump on this. It has also happened with me. But I know that if you start getting some winners, so don't lose your focus. But yeah, it feels good. It gives you confidence on your thing. Because I have not taken any mentorship for this strategy. And this is just my observation. A lot of backtesting, lot of chart timing, a lot of things like before taking any entry, a lot of things run in subconsciously in my mind before taking any entry or before leaving any entry. Lots of if, but, no, lots of things. And this thing comes with time. If you want to, if you are like 6 months, you are just 6 months old in trading, so you will not be able to judge all those things. Takes time. Gorilla, one thing I'm very like I like about Gorilla one thing is that it let me see the charts a lot. It gave me like it gave me an exercise to do where subconsciously I look at the chart a lot, and certain things just print in my mind that if the market is doing this, the market will do that. Because let's suppose I'm giving 3 hours daily on the chart. I'm ready each and every move of the New York session. After 1 year, what will happen that I can predict the move, that what will happen after it, what will happen after it. Because like in because this is the price action, and this is not something which will like create different patterns every time. It will just form the same pattern every time. Because in the world, the same things happens again and again. US 30 exciting me. Let's just open the chart of US 30. Still having gold is also making some move. Just 57 seconds to go. US30 is falling quite heavily. I want to enter in this trade, but there's some problem, and the problem is this week, this rejection candle. Yesterday also, I here I was like, see how it rejected. I took an entry somewhere at around this area in AJ yesterday, US30, and I closed it at around break even because I was worried about this sort of retracement. Let me just check the daily time frame. How to close. Let me just can take an entry, but the thing is, I will be very cautious in this entry. I will be very cautious. I'm just trying to place an entry. Where is my lines? What happened to my lines? Sorry. So lines. Sometimes I do these mistakes. I have to jump on instant order. It's somewhere at around. Let me just check. I should have placed instant orders. Is running is falling down quite heavily. Let me just get it. Get it. Get it. Nice, nice. It's giving us when the opportunity. Instant order. I'm just placing it right now. Stop loss is at good place. It's giving us a drawdown. Hmm. Not placed any trade right yet. Just wanted to see how much it is retracing. You know, I just wanted to see how much it is retracing, and if because I can see this sort of rejection from this area. You can see this is just at the same area. That is why I am just waiting. Just I want to take this entry at around this area. Somebody has not taken this entry yet. Just wait for some time. Just wait for some time. You have not placed your entry. Just wait. Although I don't like this sort of rejection at this area. That is why just I'm just placing my entry at around this area. Okay, at this area. Plus, if you are taking entry with me, if you don't see my entry at this panel, don't place it. No matter how many times I say that I'm just going to place the entry, I'm just going to place the entry. Never place the entry if you don't see my entry at around this area. Okay. Because when I try to take any entry, there are lots of things which keeps running in my mind for taking any entry. That is why I have just moved it. I maximized it so that you can see. Okay, so I have just placed an entry pending order just below it. So this will be a little scary, little, not a lot of risk, but still, because we are seeing some sort of rejection earlier. Yeah, and we can get some sort of rejection this time also. But again, if you look at daily candles, so if it if we are getting a break at this area, so you can expect a continuation of the move. Okay, so that is why I have just placed an entry. My entire focus is to just win the trade and not to just get good risk to reward. Is the which lot of uh, traders or lot of newcomers think that getting a lot of risk to reward makes you a lot of money. No, getting a winning trade will make you a lot of money, not risk to reward. Risk to reward is a good thing, but it's not everything. We have enough room. If it continues move to the down, then we have enough room. Let's wait. There is a high chance that it will break and continue its move to the down. There is a high chance that it will break, tag me in, and continue its move to the down. But we will wait patiently. We will be waiting patiently. Once it will break this low, believe me, it will fall like rocket. And once it will break this low, it's just gauging the. Uh, there are just lots of stop losses, which is still making this not to fall from this area. Lots of buyer pressure. That is the reason why it is taking time, much time. But once it will break this area, it will just fall quite heavily. Till then, we will also just check our other charts, what gold is doing. Gold has rejected from this area heavily. It is very difficult. If you take trade live and many people are watching you, then it becomes difficult. Because I don't have much experience. After like 2 4 months, it will be very easy for me. Right now, I have to say like what I'm doing, and 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 in that process, I just try to take the trade also. Sometimes, just bear with me. Sometimes I say that I'm just taking the entry, but still, my hands does I say it verbally, but my hands does not allow me to take the entry. Because my subconsciously I'm seeing like charts, I'm getting the exact moment. And let's suppose market is coming down at this area. So I will say that okay, I'm going to take the entry. I'm going to take the entry. I'm just placing, but still my hands will not allow me to just place the entry right now. I will be just waiting for market to come down and take me in at that area. So this these type of things does happen. So that is why I just if you are copying me, that then no matter what I'm saying, if you see a trade at this area, then also believe that I have just entered into a trade. how it is showing rejection. So it has just tagged me in. We are having a nice area so can relax. You don't have to worry about our take profit the right is at the right place. Can expect the market to come all the way down. We are having a lot of room. Market can easily come all the way down to this area. Don't have to worry. Just our stop loss is at or take profit is at the right place. No need to worry. What I told you, once it will break this zone, it will fall very sharply. Here I play on risk to reward. So it is very important that I get sorry. Here I play on win rate. So it is important that my win rate must be good. You know that is why I do get this sort of wins because my strategy is that like I get lots of winning trades. Is about to hit my take profit. There is a high chance that it will just hit my take profit. In US 30, I'm just minimizing my risk. I don't want that if this candle opens and goes all the way up and takes me in. Yes, I just want to reduce my risk in US 30. Don't want to get tagged out. Like if I'm making a $54, $55, then I don't want to lose $100. I just wanted to lose $60. That is fine. That is almost 1:1. That's fine. It's showing some rejection from this area. Here we are having some sort of closing. That is fine. Having some rejection, but that is absolutely fine. For stop, take profit a little bit around this area. That will be a high probability. Just test it. But it is rejecting from this area. I saw on a 4 hour time frame that you can see here one close, second close, third close. We are three times it closed at around this area. Is rejecting from that area only. See, if it goes up and takes me out, then that is fine. I'm ready to lose that much of money. No. But that my average win is also something like that only. If I get a loss, then there is nothing to worry about. See how market rejected from this one area only because uh, there was a 4 hour close. If you go to that area and see, then that on 15 minutes you will get a zone at this area. That is why it came all the way down and from here it just rejected. If I get that loss, that is also fine. And because okay, it has just tagged me out. Has just tagged me out, but that is fine. The one thing I could improve from this trade, I could manage my stop. I could manage my take profit a little wisely. Just came down, and when I saw on my 4 hour chart again, I saw that okay, I just could just make it a little just small change and I could save this trade, but it is fine. I did not lose a lot. See, let's suppose I'm making, look how much I lost. See, I made $64 and I lose $64 also. This is the thing you have to maintain. When you lose, you don't so today I'm at break even. I'm just $1 up. You don't lose a lot. Let's suppose I do not manage this trade at around this area and it took me my entire 1% loss. That is not a good thing. Here I could save this loss also. Because it was very difficult, to show all these 2 points on one chart, and that is why it happened. And because I was not able to look at clearly. So here it rejected from this area only, this area, which is quite a common area to reject. You see this here, we are also having some sort of rejection zone. You look, it almost rejected, just closed at around this area and saw the rejection. Sometimes you cannot do anything. So this is the thing which I was telling you. Like it doesn't matter how much winners you get. You should not lose your guard. If I would not be managing my reducing my loss at around this area, then that would be also a entire 1% loss, and I would be in a 0.5% net negative for today. But somehow I managed to uh, get just 0. Just end the day with break even, which is a good thing, despite getting a loss. It is about 8:30. Let's wrap up this session. We end the day with one loss, one winner, and we are still at break even with one loss. Bye bye. Happy trading. Let's suppose I have not managed this trade at around this area. I would be losing at my entire 1%. That would and that would not be a good thing. If you are risking like 1%, but if you are making almost a 0.6, 0.7, then you must not try to lose more from that. Thanks, Yasaji. Trading furniture.